10 intoxicating fall fragrances. I only showed 5 during my Instagram and TikTok videos, but on YouTube, everything's bigger, everything's better. So I'm gonna add 5 more to that. And these are insanely, insanely amazing fragrances, okay? Some of them fall into the fall, cozy, warm bucket, while the other ones fall into the sexy fall fragrance bucket. So I got you, regardless of what your taste is. These are mainly going to be marketed to both men and women. Some just marketed to men, but I find them very unisex. The first is Lamar by Kajal Perfumes, and this is a sweet head-turning pineapple fragrance. And I swear, if you're somebody, because I get a lot of guys in my comments like, what's a fragrance that I can wear that no other, like other dudes aren't wearing? This, okay? And you know what? I see more women gravitate to this because it has that sweetness. And it doesn't smell like, because usually when people hear pineapple, they're thinking Creed Aventus. It's not in that direction at all, okay? It has something that is almost like, you kind of want to lick it. You know what I mean? Kind of like Dole Whip-ish. Like that's kind of the vibe I get from this fragrance right here. And it's unique because, I mean, all those other dudes are wearing that same shit like Dior Sauvage, Versace Eros, 1 Million. I'm not hating on those fragrances, but that's literally what you smell. Wherever you go, I've just become numb to those scents because so many guys have worn them. And I don't want you smelling like an ex-boyfriend. So I think that this is a great choice. Ladies, you're about to get ate disrespectfully with this fragrance. You don't have to worry about longevity. You don't have to worry about projection or scent trail. It's gonna do it for you. This is an amazing, high quality niche fragrance that is mass appealing. That's hard to come by. So Lamar by Kajal Perfumes. Next, Spicebomb Extreme by Viktor and Rolf. To me, this is a sexy fragrance, okay? And I wore it a couple times recently, and it's a tobacco vanilla cumin scent, and this thing was pulling compliments, okay? I went to a kind of like beach cottage resort thing over the weekend, and we were just at the beach around like midnight, and I was with some family, and I was stopped when I was talking. They're like, by the way, you smell good. Like, by the way, you smell, like, that smells amazing. What are you wearing? Those are the things I was being asked that were being thrown at me and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, it's Spicebomb Extreme by Viktor and Rolf. And they were like, holy shit, that's Spicebomb? Like, I've never smelled Spicebomb like that. And, you know, for the most part, I told them that it's not the original because lots of people associate, they only think of the original. But this one right here, ladies, don't be afraid to wear this because I used to wear a fragrance called 1899 Hemingway by Histoire de Parfums, which is marketed as a unisex fragrance, and it smells like a classier, more mature, more refined version than this fragrance. This is more youthful, but it'll still get the job done. It's still long lasting, and the bottle is cool as fuck. Now, another sexy fall fragrance is Naxos by Xerjoff. And you hear me say it time and time again, if you can fight, wear this fragrance because it has a rugged quality to it that's very bad boy, bad girl-esque, okay? It smells like tobacco and honey. Those are the two that really just shine on my skin, but it's balanced out really nicely with the vanilla and the lavender in this fragrance. So also marketed to men and women. Oh my gosh, I gotta smell this one again. This is so good. Wow. And you know what? I hear a lot of people talk about Herod. They ask me about Herod every single time I mention a tobacco fragrance. And I do enjoy Herod. I do, but it has not come close to this, at least in my nose. It's really good. Herod's great. It's great. But I think Naxos is better, personally. Next, we have DesirToxic by Micallef. And actually just looking at this fragrance has inspired me to do maybe like a top 10 signature scent type of video, because this thing would be an amazing signature scent because you know what? It has a very interesting cannabis note in it that will either make people absolutely love it and want to smash pretty much, or like they'll fucking hate it, right? But this on my skin smells like black currant, which is kind of like a blackberry type of smell, cinnamon, patchouli, musk, and of course that cannabis, but it blends really well with the cinnamon. So this is probably the naughtiest fragrance on the list. Marketed to men and women, this is one that I see more men reach for, or more, yeah, like more guys talk about this than girls, but it just has that warm, spicy quality that ladies, if you're bold enough to rock something like this, it is just intoxicating. Fuck, I love this fragrance a lot. And I think that this is actually one of the softest ones on the list. Like, this doesn't project like crazy. It doesn't need everybody to know, like, it's not a screamer, okay? It's not trying to get everybody's attention, but once you get in the scent trail, it's pretty much over. It's game, set, match with this fragrance. So, lovely scent by Micallef. Next is another unisex fragrance. It's called Soir by MFK, and it's an amber vanilla scent that has a touch of powderiness when I wear it, at least. But I definitely enjoy this. I find this to be more cozy than sexy. And it's funny because when I talk about this fragrance, I had this girl and she was like, I only wear that when me and my husband are about to get busy. And I'm like, that's great. And there was also this guy that commented and he said that he wore this at his buddy's wedding and the bridesmaids were going stupid over this scent. So it doesn't matter if it's on a guy, it doesn't matter if it's on a girl, people are gonna wanna get close to you. So I guess if you don't like being, I don't wanna say touched, but if you don't want people in your personal space, avoid the hell out of this fragrance because this just has something about it that literally somebody's nose is on your neck. I don't know what it is. I've gotten amazing compliments of this and I love it myself. So Soir by MFK, one of my favorite MFKs. Probably actually my most favorite out of the 4 I've tried. Okay, next we have Side Effect by Initio. And right off the bat, I have to say, this is gonna be, yeah, people are gonna say this is sexy, but to me, I am not that crazy about this fragrance. Like, I like it, but I'm not, it's something that I would wear, like, you know, if I'm trying to go more in the crowd-pleasing direction, but I don't wear this for myself, pretty much. And it's mainly because I'm not a fan or I'm not too crazy about the boozy type of scents. But this smells like rum, cinnamon, and dried fruits on my skin, which I enjoy, but it just doesn't really scratch that itch like how Naxos does, for example. But this thing goes at least 10 hours. I don't think you have to worry about the longevity or projection about any of these fragrances, maybe except this one right here. Like, this is just a bit softer. But this fragrance will show out. I'll probably wear this at a club when the clubs open back up here. But yes. If you like Straight to Heaven by Kilian and also Jazz Club by Maison Margiela, I have a feeling you're really going to enjoy this fragrance. I'm not saying it smells like those two, but those two that I mentioned have just the kind of scent profile mixed together that I see with Side Effect by Initio. So this is amazing. I like Leighton better, but I don't have Leighton in my collection. I would be talking about that in circles if I had it. It smells nothing like Leighton, but it's just Leighton is more my preference. But this thing, it goes. If you just literally want a ton of compliments, you'll get it off this fragrance. Okay, another one is a designer scent called Prada Black, marketed to men, but don't let that stop you, ladies. This smells powdery, tirey, right? Like, and I know that sounds weird that it kind of smells a bit like a tire, but it works, and it works really, really nicely as well, because this goes more as like a date night fragrance. That's what you're going to hear people say about it. That's what you're going to hear people say about it. And it's true. Like, I think that this shines better in the nighttime, but I don't like it up close. I don't like it up close. It's just because it's a bit, yeah, I don't like smelling the tiriness up close. But when you get a whiff of this and somebody passes by you wearing it, it does turn heads. You're like, oh wow, that smells nice. It has that sweetness that makes you question, what are you wearing? You know, so interesting one right here, Prada Black. Yeah, man. This is a good one. This is a good one. Okay, now another designer. This one's by Maison Marshall, called By the Fireplace. One of my first loves, and it smells like burning wood in the opening, and it dries down to like a s'mores type of scent, like vanilla chestnut. Now, I would say this is marketed to men and women, and people always compare this to like, should I get this or should I get Jazz Club? And to me, I personally, I do like Jazz Club a lot though. But because there's just some sentiment behind this to me personally, that just makes me pick this over Jazz Club. But if you're looking for something with versatility, something boozy, something that ladies love, than Jazz Club. And you know what? I know Jazz Club is marketed to men, but I see more women actually wearing it than men. I think that guys aren't as crazy about it, but the girls are. So the girls wear it, which I love. I love that. But yeah, this one definitely swings more in the cozy direction to me. This also swings more cozy than sexy, but I know a ton of girls that literally go stupid over this, so it can definitely be considered sexy. But yeah, cozy fragrance, warm. It's gonna make people want to cuddle and snuggle with you. So by the Fireplace by Maison Marshall. Oof, bringing back some memories. Now the next one is Ambre Loup by Renai J. This, I think somebody said it means amber wolf, which is bad as fuck, right? I mean, like, that's amazing. What a name. And this was sent to me by the brand. And you know what? I think that the more I've smelt other fragrances, the more that I've appreciated this, because I tried this when my collection was a lot smaller when they sent it over, and it was just, I love amber fragrances, but this one was very waxy. It was very like thick, not you know what? I'm gonna take out waxy, but say thick, syrupy. That's what I got with this fragrance. It was heavy, it was dense, but at the same time, it was mysterious and seductive. Like, I remember my sister and I, we smelled this for the first time, and she's like, that smells like a sexy detective. That's just like badass. And you're like, damn, I want to do things with you. That's what this one smells like. And I think that you, like the lady connoisseurs, the lady fragrance connoisseurs are going to enjoy this on you. But I think that to the average nose, it's not like, they won't go too crazy about it. But you know what? That's just what I think. I mean, you can be a guy or a girl wearing this, and you literally walk across the street and everybody wants to nail you when you smell like this. So yeah, I have a huge appreciation for this fragrance now. I can't wait to whip it out when the clouds start rolling in. But marketed to men and women, I believe. The one that I see more men gravitate to. But ladies, if you want to smell like a thick amber candle, try this fragrance out. Just try it out. And if you're like, nobody's complimenting me on it, then come to my place. I'll compliment you on it. Okay. Next, the last one. Pie by Givenchy. Marketed to men, but if you look on Fragrantica, you will see the unisex line like all the way. Or at least last time I saw it, because this is so unisex. It is a powdery vanilla fragrance, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. I wasn't too crazy about it the first time I smelled it. I enjoyed it, but I was like, okay, like it was more powdery than I expected. And I was just like, oh man, like I think that, I don't know if it's worth it, but I did find it for like $40. So yes, at the end of the day, it was definitely worth it. But I'll tell you right now, I love this. I love this now. And there's never been a time that I've worn this where I did not receive a compliment. And you know what? I think because like I did overspray this, because the same thing happened with this fragrance in Grand Soir, where I was making videos and I didn't like any of the takes. And it was like one of the scents of the day videos I do. So I was like, my scent of the day is this, blah, blah, blah. And I did maybe like 5 or 6 takes, or like, no, I did probably, yeah, 3 to 5 takes. So I had over 15 sprays of this on. And it also didn't irritate me, but girls loved it. They absolutely loved it. Like, oh my God, that smells really good. So to me, this goes more in the cozy direction, but there are so many people that use this as their smash fragrance that it is sexy. It does something to the nose that makes people want to get busy. And I can't fault it for that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I love Pie by Givenchy. If you can find it for a good price, to me, it's worth it. You might have to spray it a little bit more if you want it to really project, and it will. It will project, and the good thing is it won't irritate you, or at least it doesn't irritate me. I can't speak for you, right? But yeah, there's more that I was thinking of. Like I was looking at my signature scent Ambre Nuit, but I feel like I talk about that a lot, so I need to also rotate the different options that I have here for other people. But yes, so these Performance, Scent Trail, what's it called? Projection. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get a lot. You're gonna get whatever. You're gonna get a lot of things you want when you wear these fragrances this fall. So yeah, get some stuff that's warm, get some stuff that's cozy, sexy, and let me know how it goes. All right. And also tell me what other videos you want me to do, and I'll run it through. But I like this. I like kind of having a long video. I didn't have to rush. I could explain shit. Yeah, I fuck with that. All right, well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. All right?